Lisa, Neil, yay, Alice. Wow, I'm getting to see everyone. Great. Okay, you let me know, Leanne, when we're ready. Okay, good. So welcome everyone. Thank you for your patience with the rocky internet service in this moment. I'm really delighted to be here. Me and Tudor both are delighted. We've had a magical day thus far with being inundated with the Celestial Mother, with her power, her glory, with the spirit of the rose, and just making the rosary paste and ending our immersion to the Divine Mother series where, wow, a lot of beautiful transmissions and tears and openings and celebration and glory has taken place. So as you know, this day here is really is devoted in honor of our Divine Mother, our Celestial Mother, the Celestial Queen, our Heavenly Mother. And this is the month of May, and we've been doing really quite a celebration in her honor, where we have been opening up our own hearts and really purifying and doing our work to enter into the cave of her sacred mysteries. And I know I could speak for myself that it has been a true blessing, a gift to be really blanketed with her grace and her beauty. And so we're going to continue here to celebrate together in her honor, and really understanding, everyone, that there's no better time than now for us to really call in the spirit of peace. And it has to begin within ourselves, within our minds, within our own hearts. You know, there's a lot of unrest out there. There's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of adversity that really is trying to stop the light. And really, it's up to us to really investigate where maybe perhaps we are perpetuating that negativity, where perhaps we're wanting to either unconsciously or consciously really continue on a path that does not serve love or peace. And I know that many of us can agree that right now we are yearning for peace. We are yearning for the Mother. We are craving her sacred presence, her properties. You know, really, we want to have a planet that is operating under her tutelage, under her say. And so, you know, this legacy of peace and this Rosary Project is really just that, a portal where you can enter and where you can be transformed, where you can come home to the spirit of your own peace and grace, and then you can, in turn, contribute this to the world for the sake of humanity, for the sake of our Earth Mother, and for the sake of our precious children. Really an important message that came through this week and last week for our Mother is that it is even more critical than ever that we come together in the name of peace for our children, because there is such a saturation in the synthetic artificial intelligence and all this nonsense that is trying to persuade the children to be plugged into an artificial source rather than into the source of the Great Mother. And we know that pain, and we are doing our part to really plug into the true source of love. And so this prayer, this day, these songs really go in honor of realigning ourselves with the source of love and with our idea of peace. We come in peace. Whoever's here witnessing this video, we come in peace. And may you recognize that. May you do your own work to be liberated from your pain so that you can contribute to this peace. So we take this special sacred moment to join with one heart and one mind to invoke to continue to invoke, to welcome, and to say thank you to our Celestial Queen, to our Divine Holy Mother, for your power, for your glory, for your beauty, for your grace, for your unwavering, compassionate love. And may this love really infiltrate us, our voices today, our hearts, our minds, for all of us that are on this call, and for those who decide to tune in at a later time, that you really can feel this frequency that we're creating, and that it may inspire you to do the same. And we also say this prayer in honor of our rose paste that we're making today with such devotion and a deep infusion of this sacred love of the Mother. So may these songs really, the melody of her sweetness and the essence of the rose all come together to encapsulate her glory or her divinity, to really be an extension of her, a power object that could help the planet and the world remember her and awaken to her. So thank you so much for joining us, and welcome again. And I want to pass it over to my beloved husband here. Yeah, so he could say a few things, and he's going to offer the opening song for this circle today. Can you get it? Come in. Yeah.
As it's been expressed through these sacred transmissions and through all the messages that your relatives shared today in the previous class, when we look at what's happening out there from the third level of perception that we talked about, how the ancient Laikas talk about the 4 different levels of perception. The third level of perception comes from the third eye, and it's the level of the hummingbird, where our soul engages upon this mythical journey. And in many native traditions, there comes a time when it's usually around puberty, around the rite of passage, when we engage upon a vision quest to, in a way, disengage from our biological parents and connect to our celestial parents and to the elements and to the truth of what life is. And by the grace of Creator and our spirits and our ancestors, we are given a vision for our life, for who we are, for what we are, for our mission and purpose in this life. And somehow the current events have given most of us, this collective vision quest, how it's called Hamblecha in the Lakota way. And I guess Nala took it all the way with her water fast for 8 days to go in deep. And this is an amazing and auspicious time for us to do what means that, to go within and using the principle of receptivity to purify, to see what works in our lives, what doesn't work in our lives, what's the engine, what's the motive for which we're doing things. And I remember Ian saying how he felt it's almost like you switched being guided and informed by one force, the force of the ego, to the force of the love, the force of the heart. And we talk about ascension in these times. And I heard one of the elders say that you cannot ascend as a man, you cannot ascend as a woman, but you can ascend as a human being. And what that basically translates into is letting go of our perceived roles and personalities. And even ceremonies at this time will have to evolve, because what works for the third dimensional realm cannot vibrationally fit into the model of fourth and fifth dimension. This is towards where we're going as human beings if we choose to ascend to that, what they call Homo luminous. And the best way that that is represented is by the journey of the worm in the caterpillar that goes in the cocoon. And we are at that stage of the cocoon now where we are really letting go of all the parts of the caterpillar through the spirit of receptivity, allowing ourselves to be mulched into that soup of nothingness, into the primordial electronic soup out of which the new form, which will be created in a suit that will be suitable for the fourth and fifth dimension. And the caterpillar cannot hold on to any form or any parts that makes it a caterpillar, because the caterpillar parts do not fit into the form of the butterfly, because the butterfly is set for flight. So we're at that stage where we can move from crawling to flying, and it takes unconditional surrender, receptivity, and complete trust and faith. And the only way that can happen, this transmutation from the caterpillar to the butterfly, can happen only through the feminine principle and through the alchemical transmutation of the heart. The power of the light that comes through us and the determination to carry on the mission that is given to us is so strong that any adversity will become pale in the front of this highest light, because we are aligning ourselves with God's will, with Creator's will. And people have choices. If they want to move forward to this higher realm, it's up to them to make this choice. And we are among the ones who said yes. So that's why we are here. And I want to thank all of you for having said yes, and for your commitment and determination to be a soldier of the light, and a soldier of the heart, and a soldier of the mother. And with that, we're going to sing an Ícaro from the forest of the Amazon of Peru. La Virgen María, la Virgen María, por el mundo caminaban, por el mundo caminaban, con las plantas del Señor. Todo lo curaban, todo lo curaban, todo lo sanaban, todo lo limpiaban, todo lo curaban. La Virgen María, la Virgen María, por el mundo caminaban, por el mundo caminaban, con perfumes del Señor. Todo lo curaban, todo lo curaban, todo lo sanaban, todo lo limpiaban, todo lo curaban. La Virgen María, la Virgen María, por el mundo caminaban, por el mundo caminaban, con aceites del Señor. Todo lo curaban, todo lo curaban, todo lo sanaban, todo lo limpiaban, todo lo curaban. La Virgen María, la Virgen María, por el mundo caminaban, por el mundo caminaban con la gracia del Señor. Todo lo curaban, todo lo curaban, todo lo sanaban, todo lo limpiaban, todo lo curaban. Ay, 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 na, 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 ay, na, 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 na.
Yay, thank you both so much. I just want to remind everyone that you can write in the chat box after people share their song, and so that they can be inspired and feel good about sharing. Thank you, Tudor. Thank you, Nina. And so next up we have Chelsea Bell, who will be doing an invocation with the bells.
By the power of the altar bells and our highest intentions, we are here, still, in continuous invocation and opening consciousness to the always ever-present essence of our Holy Celestial Divine Mother. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Chelsea. Next up, we have Alex, who will be singing Will That Day Come to Me, Mother, a Yogananda chant. If you guys already started, we can't hear you. So maybe just turn off mute and then turn it back on. No. Just check your audio settings on the bottom left.
I thought maybe that would
Yeah. Okay, how about now?
Yep.
Okay.
Will that day
Thank you, Alex. Next up, we have other Alex, who will be singing Listen to My Soul Song, another Yogananda chant.
This song is a Yogananda chant, and it's called At Thy Feet. And we're singing it really also with these blossoms here, coming with a silent prayer from our hearts, bringing it to the feet of the Divine Mother.
Listen to
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Alex and crew. Next up, we have Dawn, who will be singing Mama's Prayer by Yael Ila.
Can you hear me?
Yes, welcome, Dawn.
Let me move it back a little bit. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Beautiful.
Surrender. Surrender. Right here and right now to my own knowing heart. I take a bow, trusting my inner guide, all I have been seeking lives inside aside. Breathe, surrender. Breathe, relax. Breathe, surrender. You are the most beloved child of your mother, divine. And you are the most sacred child of your father, divine. Thank you for this precious life, sweetest, sweetest gift. And thank you for this precious life. I ask for grace, I ask for grace. As I relax, breathe, surrender, believe, relax, breathe, surrender. Yes, I believe. I believe. I believe. Love is. You are love is. You are love is. You are love is. Love is. You are. You are. You are love. Let the water
over me. Let the fires of passion consume me. Let the winds change, set me free. Let the earth hold me and nurture me. As I relax, breathe, surrender, leave, relax, breathe, surrender, leave. Yes, I believe. I believe. I believe. Love is you are. Love is you are. Love is you are. Love. And I bow to you. I bow to you. I bow to you. I bow to you.
Yay. Thank you so much, Dawn. You could really feel the sweetness emanating from that song. Thank you for sharing. Kari says love, love, love. Nala says immaculate conception.
I hope the harmonium wasn't too loud.
No, it was great.
It was okay.
She says, wow, beautiful. Margaret sends a heart. Mitch sends angel. Lots of love for you in the chat box. Make sure you go.
Thank you. Love you all.
And next up, we have our beloved Mary, who will be singing A Mother's Prayer by Celine Dion.
You hear now, Leanne?
Yes, sounds good.
Feeling very grateful and honored to be here. It's been an amazing time here for us. And thank you, Nina. Thank you, Tito, for this. Thank you for this, everything. So this song is called A Mother's Prayer. I pray you'll be alright. Watch us where we go. Help us to be wise. Help us to let go. Every mother's prayer, every child knows. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace to a place where we'll be safe. I pray we find your light and hold it in our heart. As darkness falls tonight, remind us where you are. Every mother's prayer, every child knows. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe. Every mother's prayer, every child knows. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe. Bless everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mary. Yeah, lots of love in the chat box too, Mary. Kari says, thank you so much. Nala says, love you, Mary, beautiful mother. Tudor says, thank you, Mama. We love you so much, Nina and Tudor. Mitch says, wow. That was worthy of a wow. All right, we have Ian Vi up next, singing his own hymn, I Ask of You.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I am here on this earth with my friends and family, praying to our Holy Mother that she may hear our petition. I am here on this earth with my friends and family, praying to our Holy Mother that she may hear our petition. I ask of you to give us your rainbow light of love, so we may be protected in this world of illusion. I ask of you to give us your rainbow light of love, so we may be protected in this world of illusion. This world of illusion can be so distracting at times when I feel your holy presence inside. I know I am divine. This world of illusion can be so distracting at times. When I feel your holy presence inside, I know I am divine. I ask of you to give us the holy faith and strength, for we are your soldiers through the end of days. I ask of you to give us the holy faith and strength, for we are your soldiers through the end of days. I ask of you to give us the holy love and trust, for we are your children, and I ask your permission. I ask of you to give us the holy love and trust, for we are your children, and I ask your permission. I ask permission from you, my Queen, if I may follow you, that you may teach me how I can be more fit to serve you. I ask permission from you, my Queen, if I may follow you, that you may teach me how I can be more fit to serve you. You are the Queen of the stars, and you live in our hearts. You give us everything with your love so sweet. You are the Queen of the stars, and you live in our hearts. You give us everything with your love so sweet. I ask of us to give you the respect that is yours, that we may honor you and spread your holy truth. I ask of us to give you the respect that is yours, that we may honor you and spread your holy truth. This holy truth the sages have known throughout eternity, that love is the meaning, the answer, the truth, the secret key of peace, the secret that the sages have known throughout eternity. That love is the meaning, the answer, the truth, the secret key of peace.
Thank you, Ian. So beautiful. Got some people clapping down there. All right, we got Victoria says Magic Mother hymn. Nala says, wow, Heart Journey, one of my favorites, thank you. You got a Viva from Victoria. Sabrina says props for an original. Make sure you go back and read your chats afterwards. So I'm going to be up next, and I am singing Droplets of Love, which is an original received hymn from the Divine Mother in the past couple of weeks with this divine immersion we've been in. Let me just put the rest of the lyrics in for you guys. Okay. On the wings of the celestial mother, take flight, riding ocean waves in the sky, conquering evil forces with love and with light, glittering gold stars passing by. They fall to the earth in the dark of the night, sweet fragrance uplifts heaviness, enchanting the galaxy with such delight, making peace all of her focus, showering petals of the rose, leaving droplets of love everywhere that she goes, showering petals of the rose, leaving droplets of love everywhere that she goes. When you're quiet enough, you can hear her bells ringing through all time and space, calling for assistance from angelic realms, leaving breadcrumbs of sweetness to taste. Follow the scent of her magical spells, meditating deep into her caves. Overflow with compassion and drink from her wells, love washing through like a tidal wave. Healing vibrations felt all around, penetrating all planes with a marvelous sound. Healing vibrations felt all around, penetrating all planes with a marvelous sound. She sent songs of love through the wind. Sweet melodies harmonize the children. She sent songs of love through the wind. Sweet melodies harmonize the children. Sparks of creation rise from within, consecrating the depths of our resolutions. Sparks of creation rise from within, consecrating the depths of our resolutions. Showering petals of the rose, leaving droplets of love everywhere that she goes. Showering petals of the rose, leaving droplets of love everywhere that she goes. Thank you, everyone. Feeling all the love from the chat box. Next up, we have Victoria, and she will be singing Roses by Alexa Sunshine Rose.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
One goes after the roses. Roses, sweet roses, opening all around. Roses, sweet roses, opening with ancient sound. Sweet Mother Mary, guide my way on. Sweet Mother Mary, guide my way home. Through music, sweet music, opening all around. Music, sweet music, opening with ancient sound. There you will find the light you seek. There you will find the light that you seek. You will know her by the flowers in her hair and know you're home by the scent in the air of roses, sweet roses, opening all around. Roses, sweet roses, opening with ancient sound. Sweet Mother Mary, guide my way on. Sweet Mother Mary, guide my way home through music, sweet music, opening all around. Music, sweet music, opening with ancient sound. Oh, there you will find the light you seek. There you will find the light that you seek. You will know her by the flowers in her hair and know you're home by the scent in the air of roses. Roses. Sweet Mother Mary, guide my way on. Sweet Mother Mary, guide my way home. A little shaky there. I get nervous.
I think you brought a smile to everyone's face, though. Thank you so much, Victoria. That was beautiful. So happy. You got a lot of love in the chat box, too. Such joy. Sing It, Sister from Sabrina. Kari says, absolutely amazing, Victoria. Mitch says, lovely. Mary and Dawn, the song. And you, Deer of the Forest. Allison says, beautiful. Tudor and Nina say, beautiful, Victoria. Ashley says, beautiful. All of our hearts and organs are smiling. You made everyone smile with that one for serious. All right, next up we have Jillian. And she will be singing Arms of Love, which is her original song. You guys just have to click unmute. There you go, perfect.
Hi.
Hello.
Mother, I ask you to hold me in your arms of love. Oh, Mother, I ask you to hold me in your arms of grace. Oh, Mother, I ask you to hold me in your arms of love. Oh, Mother, I ask you to hold me in your arms of grace. We call you forth in all your forms to bring us back to you. We call you forth in all your forms to guide us to what's true. We call you forth with open hearts and lay our minds minds to rest. We call you forth with open hearts and pray to do our best. Oh Mother, please soothe our weary hearts and tender pains. Take away the illusion so only truth remains. We call upon you now in times of need to shine your peace. Oh Mother, please soothe our weary hearts and tender pains. Take away the illusion so only truth remains. We call upon you now in times of need to shine your peace. Mother, I ask you to hold me in your arms of love. Oh Mother, I ask you to hold me in your arms of grace. Oh Mother, I ask you to hold me in your arms of love. Oh Mother, I ask you to hold me in your arms of grace. We call you forth in all your forms to bring us back to you. We call you forth in all your forms to guide us to what's true. We call you forth with open hearts and lay our minds to rest. We call you forth with open hearts and pray to do our best.
Thank you, Jillian. So sweet, Allison says, so soothing. Mother's lullaby. Jilly, so good to hear your sweet voice, Nina and Tudor. Pure sweetness, thank you. Tears from Allison. What a celestial lullaby. So touching. Melody is so comforting from Carrie. Thank you so much for sharing. And Allison, if you're ready, we're going to have you go next. Hi, Allison. Hi. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, great. She's going to be singing a Water Woman prayer.
No, when I go, when I get on, I know. Hey, oh, when I go, when I get on, hey, oh, when I go, when I get on, no. Hey, oh, when I go, when I get on, hey, oh, when I go, when I get on, hey, nay, go away. Our one, our only divine mother, you're the only one here, and I, no. Please bless all the water women. Hail when I go, when I yoi. May there be peace on earth and clean water. Hail when I go, when I hey nay oh way. With the I. Hail when I go, when I yoi. Hail when I go, when I yoi. Hail when I go, when I yoi. No, hail when I go, when I yoi. Hail when I go, when I hey nay oh way. Hail when I go, when I yoi. No, hail when I go, when I yoi. Hail when I go, when I yoi. No, hail when I go, when I yoi. Hail when I go, when I hey nay oh way. Our one, our only, the divine, our one, our only divine mother, you're the only one, I know. Please bless all the water women. Hail when I go, when I yoi. May there be peace on earth and clean water. Hail when I go, when I hey nay oh way. With the I. Hail when I go, when I yoi. Hail when I go, when I yoi. Hail when I go, when I yoi. No, hail when I go, when I yoi. Hail when I go, when I hey nay oh. Thank you.
Woo! You got a hey yeah sister from Nina and Tudor. What a beautiful lucky baby receiving your motherly love. So beautiful from Victoria. Oh yeah, from Chelsea. You inspire me, Allison from Kari. Keisha, thank you bringing in the Native American church and the baby's hirayo. I don't know how to say that right. And bless the waters from Nala. Aho. Thank you, Allison. All right, up next we have Rob, and he will be singing his own song, Rising, Rising, Rising.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome, Rob.
Yeah, this is my partner, Bridie. And, oh, I'm sorry, just bashed her in the head. And she's going to sing it with me, and we actually co-wrote this song together. I keep popping out of the camera.
Oh no.
Can you guys see me? All right. Can everyone hear the guitar and the voice? All right, that's a thumbs up. Here we go. Soft air, soft skin. White light flows in. Fills up, shines out. Shimmering all around. Rising, rising, rising. One light, one light. Shining, shining, shining. So bright, so bright. Turning, turning, turning. One love, one love. Circling, circling, circling. Above, above, above. One body, one heart. bright, turning, turning, turning. One love, one love. Circling, circling, circling. Our love, our love, our love, our love, our love. Flowers in the cloud. Singing loud. Flowers in the cloud. Every color spinning round, spinning round. Rising, rising, rising. One light, one light. Shining, shining, shining. So bright, so bright. Turning, turning, turning. One love, one love. Circling, circling, circling. Above, 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 above. Thank you all.
Thank you both. So beautiful from Victoria. This is so beautiful, even more with you two together from Rena. Really special from Joe. The partnership was written in the stars. Lots of love in the chat box. You'll have to go check it out. And so, Steve, are you ready? Are you guys ready?
Can you hear okay?
Are you guys ready? It's still pretty laggy.
Is this better?
No.
All right. Hold on. We'll try to fix it.
Okay. Do you guys have a hotspot?
One moment.
Okay. Everyone can take a brief intermission. While we figure this out. Mika, I believe you're next if you're ready.
Can you hear us?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Monica is going to be singing Holy Mary by Jose Sula.
silver light to the blind to give the gift of sight. Shining forth your silver light to the blind to give the gift of sight. Forever I will praise my Mother, Holy Mary. Shining forth your silver light to the blind to give the gift of sight. Shining forth your silver light to the blind to give the gift of sight. Oh, Holy Mary, cleanse my heart, my mind, my soul. So with peace and happiness I may walk on the sacred road. So with peace and happiness I may walk on the sacred road. Oh, Holy Mary, clean my heart, my mind, my soul. So with peace and happiness I may walk on the sacred road. So with peace and happiness I may walk on the sacred road. I stop now and ask for this cleansing has begun. Love and firmness from the moon, faith and courage from the sun. Love and firmness from the moon, faith and courage from the sun. I stop now and ask for this cleansing has begun. Love and firmness from the moon, faith and courage from the sun. Love and firmness from the moon, faith and courage from the sun. Oh, Holy Mary, I give thanks each and every day. And in your garden of beautiful flowers, you go on teaching me how to pray. And in your garden of beautiful flowers, you go on teaching me how to pray. Oh, Holy Mary, I give thanks each and every day. And in your garden of beautiful flowers, you go on teaching me how to pray. And in your garden of beautiful flowers, you go on teaching me how to pray.
Yay! Thank you, Mika and crew. So divine, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is bringing so much joy to my heart from Victoria. Mika, you're hired. We'll contract details later from Tudor. That was fun from Keisha, loving the group jams. What a household from Mitch. Pure joy, be the Holy Mother. Woo from Margaret. Yay from Robbie. Gotta check out all your love in the chat box. And up next we have Jason. And he will be singing All That I Have to Offer, which is his original hymn. And so you just have to hit unmute.
Oh.
There you go. Now we can hear you. Welcome.
Oi. All that I have to offer to you, my mother, is this song of love. All that I have to offer to you, my mother, is this song of love. Oh, you, Santa Maria, forever a child of your eternal love. Oh, you, Santa Maria, forever a child of your eternal love. For you are the answer to my prayers. You are the light inside, guiding my way home. For you are the answer to my prayers. You are the light inside, guiding my way home. Oh, you, Lady of the Moon, there upon your celestial throne. Oh, you, Lady of the Moon, there upon your celestial throne, holding us with your love, teaching us to let go, to have trust in the mysteries unfolding. Holding us with your love, teaching us to let go, to have trust in the mysteries unfolding. Oh, you, Queen of the stars, of the sun and the moon, of the earth and beyond. Oh, you, Queen of the stars, of the sun and the moon, of the earth and beyond. Thank you.
Viva Jason!
Viva!
Victoria says this hymn holds a really special place in my heart. Thank you, Jason. Mitch says ancient portal vibrations. Joe says really beautiful. Thank you. Robbie says beautiful memories of this song calling me to the light. Tudor says hallelujah. So much. So next up we have Anthony, who will be singing his original track, Ode to Guadalupe, original hymn.
Do the track.
Do you want to switch them?
Maybe. Yeah.
In the presence of my Queen, illuminating me with your hands of white and gold. Please protect and bless my soul. And lead me on my way, Holy Mother Guadalupe. In your robes with stars so bright, won't you guide
Yay, thank you, Anthony. Love hearing that one in Spanish. And I believe you have one more for us, yeah? Okay, Anthony will be sharing with us Mother of My Heart by Jara Tree.
Mother of my heart, mother of my soul, sweet Mother Mary, she's calling us home. Mother of my heart, mother of my soul, sweet Mother Mary, she's calling us home. She says you're ready now, you are ready now, you are ready now. Oh my sweet child, you're holy now, you are holy now. Take my hand, take my hand, take my hand, take my hand. We'll walk this together, let go this illusion, this weird separation. There's nothing that can hold you but the light that you are. Let go this illusion, this weird separation. There's nothing that can hold you but the light that you are, that you are. Oh, that you are. All the love this day, all the love this way. All the love this day, all the love this way. All the love, for love is the key. Turn it and see. John, Holy Spirit is right here inside of you. Love is the key. Turn it and see. Oh, John, Almighty is right here inside of you. Right here inside of you. Mother of my heart, mother of my soul, sweet Mother Mary, she's calling us home. Mother of my heart, mother of my soul, sweet Mother Mary, she's calling us home. She says you're ready now, you are ready now, you are ready now. Oh my sweet child, you're holy now, you are holy now. Take my hand, take my hand, Take my hand, take my hand. We'll walk this together. Let go this illusion, this fear separation. There's nothing that can hold you but the light that you are. Let go this illusion, this fear separation. There's nothing that can hold you but the light that you are, that you are. Oh, that you are. All the love this day, all the love this way. All the love this day, all the love this way. All the love, for love is the key. Turn it and see. This Jah Holy Spirit is right here inside of you. Love is the key. Turn it and see. This Jah Almighty is right here inside of you. Right here inside of you.
Thank you, Anthony. You got so much love in the chat box from both your songs. Divinely Hypnotic from Cookie, Speechless Victoria, Feeling Such Divine Peace and Love from Margaret, Swaying in Divine Trance, thank you so much. Viva all of that. Watch me gleam with Desiree, my God, from Mitch. Viva, you got a lot of Vivas. Heartwarming favorite, gracias, so beautiful, Anthony. We are back to her well at the Basilica from Nina and Tudor. The only track from Alex. Thank you, Anthony. Washing me clean with sweet melodies from Nala. Feeling Nina in this hymn so much, Victoria. So amazing, love this so much, Mary and Dawn. So inspiring, Anthony, from Joe. I receive, thank you so very much, from Mitch. Powerful, gracias, from Teresa. These songs make me forget about what is happening in the world outside of these doors, from Keisha. Can feel that one. Thank you so much, Anthony.
We give thanks and praise to our Mother Mary, guiding our souls through this blessed night. We give thanks and praise to our Mother Mary, guiding our souls through this blessed night. Praise Holy Mother Mary, Celestial Queen, Cosmic Mother Divine. Praise Holy Mother Mary, Celestial Queen, Cosmic Mother Divine. Traveling dimensions through the realms of the astral, guided by the Holy Spirit, the light. Traveling dimensions through the realms of the astral, guided by the Holy Spirit, the light. Praise Holy Mother Mary, Celestial Queen, Cosmic Mother Divine. Praise Holy Mother Mary, Celestial Queen, Cosmic Mother Divine. Riding in the ship, can you feel the current flowing? The force of the forest guides us tonight. Riding in the ship, can you feel the current flowing? The force of the forest guides us tonight. Hail, Holy Mother Mary, Celestial Queen, Cosmic Mother Divine. Hail, Holy Mother Mary, Celestial Queen, Cosmic Mother Divine. Let the waves wash over the stars illuminating. Messages the Mother hides in plain sight. Let the waves wash over the stars illuminating. Messages the Mother hides in plain sight. Hail, Holy Mother Mary, Celestial Queen, Cosmic Mother Divine. Hail, Holy Mother Mary, Celestial Queen, Cosmic Mother Divine. Find your highest vibration, sit awake in the snowy. Don't be scared, grab your wings, take flight. Find your highest vibration, sit awake in the snowy. Don't be scared, grab your wings, take flight. Give all praise to our Mother Mary, to God, the Holy Ones, the Spirit, the light. Give all praise to our Mother Mary, to God, the Holy Ones, the Spirit, the light. Let's give thanks to our Mother Mary, to God, the truth, the way, the light. Let's give thanks to our Mother Mary, to God, the truth, the way, the light. Yeah. That's for you, Steve.
Anthony said, I just started hailing here during this song, literally hailing from the sky. Hail, Mother Mary.
Wow! That's amazing.
Wow.
Viva Steve, time traveler. Cool tune. Whoa, we got a lot of love for this song too. Siri says, thank you all, and Viva the amazing host, Leanne. Thank you, Siri. Favorite from Nala. Yeah, that one's definitely a crowd favorite for sure. So thank you all for joining us this evening and this holy day where we really got to honor the mother and devote our day to her today. So thanking you all for joining us in that prayer, and passing it over, Nina, if you have anything else you'd like to say.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Well, yes, it's been quite a day, a magical day, bathing in this love and in this celestial frequency, and so grateful that everyone can join. Just really reveling in this spirit of peace, despite the technical difficulties. Those are like inconsequential. The feeling and the spirit is moving us. And truthfully, love moves. So we are arriving home to love. What a beautiful gift to have together, especially at this time. I was sitting outside when Siri was leading the rosary prayer today, and Tudor and I were preparing the rose paste, and the celestial queen, the mother, was hovering over, suspended from the heavens in her glory, in her divine light. And I heard her whisper, "You're doing a beautiful thing for the world." And I could feel the echo transmitting out to the world with what it is that we're creating through this legacy of peace, through our intent, through our sincerity, through our the personal work that we're doing to purify ourselves and to be liberated and to be clean, so that we can really come back to oneness. We're alive at such an amazing time. It's a difficult moment in many ways, and yet it's such a powerful, auspicious time where we're really arriving to a time where duality is really rearing its head, and yet it's being looked at to be transcended and alchemized back to oneness. And really we're doing our part, which is such a beautiful thing. And the mother acknowledged that today. And so I just wanted you to know that, and I wanted to say thank you and really send all my love and gratitude. This has been the most powerful immersion with all of our classes and our tears being shed and the purification and the altars that we're making and the candles that we are burning and that we're keeping alive in our hearts, our devotional hearts for the Celestial Queen, knowing that it is the time of the return of the Great Mother, and that we are standing upright to usher this in and to be sure that this is true, that we will bear witness to this in our lifetime. If we say so, we must do our parts and let freedom ring through our voice, through our song, through finding our own tonality, through our spirit, through grace, through compassion. And the adversity will come as it does. And perhaps maybe didn't even want us to have this song circle, but the light and the love is stronger. So please join us, those who are in opposition to this light. Join us in your hearts and in your mind so that we can unify, so we can rise up and we can usher in this new day, this new age with love, with joy, with songs in our hearts. So I say thank you. I say I love you, and I'm so grateful for all of you who are dedicating your truth and your heart in the direction of a new earth. And with that, I want to pass it on to my beloved husband, who I'm sure has some magic to say.
Thank you, relatives. You know, this is the beauty way. This is how many traditions call this. They either like the beauty way or the red road. And this is the new story that we can co-create and weave in the new web of life, if we choose to. And that's how we move from the matrix of the man-made dream that we all came here. And if you look at this beautiful screen, look at the beauty that we each carry, the diversity that we are, and we recognized each other in this lifetime. Mm-hmm. By this path of the rose, by this beauty way. And by us coming together, we're bringing together our families, our traditions, our lineages, and we are unscribing or unsubscribing from the man-made law, and we are subscribing to Creator's law. Mm-hmm. Because the fabric of the universe is beauty, and love is our response, reflection, and our action to it. Aho.
Aho. Thank you. Beloved. We'll is that good on the camera? I think it's good.
That's the camera.
Look at this. Whoa. The path of the rose. Thank you again, relatives, and we look forward to joining with you more and more and more.
The mother told me today that the path of the rose is continuously unfolding.
Blessings.